Peace, big love, big blessings, everything that come with it and everything in between. You are tuned in to Thinking Out Loud with Samuel David. It's just a conversation. Thinking Out Loud is a place of empathy, accountability, reflection, introspection, recognizing where we are, where we've been and where we're headed, as well as bringing those around us closer to our worlds, on purpose and in purpose, and with all the love. And today I got a special guest. Now, I like to say all guests are special, but I got a special guest today, man. My brother today is a man of the people. He is somebody that not only has his ear to the streets, but he's also got his hands in the cookie jar. Do you feel me? He is a community builder, a legacy holder, the executive director of Build and Rebuild, as well as the founder and creator of Protect Your Mind LLC.
Yes, sir.
Today I got my great brother, Mr. Brandon
Yes, sir, man. How you doing, family?
I woke up alive, man.
Thank you for that intro, bro.
Yes,
you made
indeed.
me feel important, man.
You are. You are indeed every piece of that.
Yeah, man. I'm just one of them, man. That's it. You know, one
of them.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I appreciate that introduction, my brother,
indeed.
man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what's funny, man? I haven't filmed it. I guess I could say this like a new season.
Right.
Of Thinking Out Loud.
Right.
I've been pulling together different guests who I want to have on the show.
I'm glad to start off this new season, man.
That part.
Let's set it off right.
I put out I guess you'd say a casting call to the internet a couple months ago.
Right.
I was like, yo, who should I have on the show? And quite a few people hit me up and was like, you got to have Brandon Polite or Will Polite, right?
I was gonna bring him too, by the way, but he had to go pick up his daughter from school. But he deserves his own section of man. Make sure that boy is a young legend out here, man.
100%.
So make sure you get him out here,
100%.
man. And they rolling out a lot of stuff with Mars Mansion, man, this season, man. They got the Scullies and hoodies coming. He been sending me flicks, man. So Will Polite on here. Shout out little bro. Or let me say that. Shout out younger bro. I can't call you little no more. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
But it was so dope because I was like, man, that's wild because I'd been wanting to get you on the show from when I was doing work with OG.
Thank you.
Right, we're going to speak on Pops for sure. Right.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
I was doing work with him, though. Protect Your Mind kept coming up. And then I don't know if it's your youngins or your nephews.
My nephews.
Okay.
Yeah. They rap.
They get busy.
Yeah.
They get busy.
Yeah, June MP3. Shout out June MP3 and John 37. My nephews, man. They got a new podcast out. They putting out too. Called Not a Podcast. It's gonna be dope.
Not a podcast.
It's gonna be dope. It's dope, man. Yeah, get them on here too, family. They got something to say.
Oh, I already know.
Yeah.
But what's dope is I was like, man, I definitely got to get Brandon. You were first on my list. Me and Will got a great relationship. Me and the fellas got a great relationship as well.
Yeah, I know you and Mars Mansion
we
alumni.
A little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, I didn't know you were back in town.
Right.
And they said, oh yeah, he's in town.
Yeah.
He's home.
Yeah.
And he's come to move community in a major way, brother.
Man.
So
life changed overnight, man. Real talk, bro.
We're gonna get into all of that.
Yeah.
You know, that's just the intro, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You may have watched a couple of the episodes.
Absolutely, I have, man. My boy Marquise on here. Shout out Coach Cheese.
Yes.
Yeah. Matter of fact, he was at the juvenile today talking to the kids, man. Did a great job today. He killed it today, bro. Yeah.
I love that.
He killed it today, bro. So shout out him. But I see you had him on here for sure.
Yes,
a few other people. My boy Terry was on here.
Yes, Terry talked.
Proud of his evolution as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Come
A few people, man. But I did check out a few episodes.
So now with you on the show, they in good company.
Absolutely, man. It's a big family, brother. It's a family affair, man. And even our encounter, man, doing this, bro, that's ordained. You know, I know you talk about the time of the things, bro, but this ain't no better time than this, family.
Do you feel me?
Yeah, real talk.
Come on. So, B, I got to ask this question in because it's how I start every episode because it really helps me recognize where we going.
Yeah.
I got a few questions I like to ask.
Man,
Other than that, we just having conversations.
Let's talk. We thinking out loud.
How is your spirit?
Man, you know what? I was waiting for that question. Mm-hmm. So remember, I seen you at the event that when your people, the family, the community engagement thing, man, for the young man who passed at the football game.
R.I.P. to Trey Stewart.
And we talked, man. And before that, bro, I told you, I said, man, that's a question I noticed that you always ask. Mm-hmm. And when we originally talked.
Yeah.
When I thought about that question, I said, man, I'm pissed. I'm mad. I'm angry. My spirit is rattled. I said, I can't wait till you ask me that question because I'm feeling some type of way about a lot of things, and I'm still feeling some type of way. But that event, watching that mama cry like that, man, over y'all people, bro, the way she broke down, fam, that did something to me. That switched a gear in me and let me know, like, we all in this together, man. It's 2025. Mamas are still crying. Kids is still dying. That's a bar, right?
That's a bar.
But that's real talk. It's 2025, bro. We living in a time where there's robots mopping the quick trip floor. But our kids are still thinking how they thought back in the late 80s and 90s. Yeah. And mamas are still crying like they was in the 80s and the 90s. Yeah. But anyway, that situation, bro, it shifted my spirit a bit. It calmed my spirit to let me know that the solution to the problem, and that's where the anger in my spirit comes from, is to me the solution is simple, but it's not. Because if it was so simple, it wouldn't be 2025 and mamas wouldn't still be crying and babies still wouldn't be dying. So I'm saying that to say that my spirit's a little bit calm, bro, but at the same time it's disturbed at the same time. Yeah, a little disturbed, bro. A little disturbed, man.
Well, let me put some context on, especially for those who's watching and may not know fully. So we've seen each other quite a bit of time.
Absolutely.
The most recent one you're speaking on was the a memorial, a community engagement event, essentially, for Trayvon Stewart, right, who passed away. Was murdered, right, senselessly.
The guy at the football game, right? Right.
He was just doing a fundraiser for the kiddos, man, and it's my nephew. It's my people's, man. And at this event, it was geared up to allow for community folks to speak their piece, and it wasn't geared up to provide a resolution per se. It was just a safe space, community space, to vocalize how you're feeling in the moment, how these things are impacting you. And Trey's mother, Taby, is who you're speaking about, right?
Yeah, man.
Spoke up, spoke her piece about the situation. As you mentioned, right, we in a space where, man, you said it, we got robots mopping the floors.
But we still thinking the same.
Thinking. So you speak on Protect Your Mind.
Absolutely.
Right?
And real quick too, man, I'm the co-founder of Protect Your Mind.
Respectful.
The founder is the late, great Dr. Polite. Yeah, he 100%. Founded this, and I'll explain why if you want me to later on, but go ahead.
No, man, listen. And even before this, you were at the juvenile detention facility pouring into the young minds that
right before I came here.
Right before
I came here, bro. And that's another reason why I can't say my spirit is completely calm. It's a little disturbed because of what I literally just left from. I just left the juvenile detention facility, man, talking to some kids that's facing real crimes, bro. Real murder, real attempted murders, real home invasions, real kidnappings, real rape. You know what I'm saying? These are kids that I talk to every single day, bro. And they facing real time and dealing with real stress. And they dealing with real emotions, raw emotions that they can't even understand.
100%.
So I can't be completely calm, knowing I just had 4 one-on-ones. That's why I was late coming up here. But anyway. Catch me if I'm going left too, bro.
We thinking out loud.
We
thinking out loud.
And that's what I thought.
And bro, I think you have a very unique perspective to provide, right? You from where we from.
Absolutely.
Right. And you were also pouring into those who are from where we from.
I've been there. You've been there. My dad came and got me from Jayak, man, when my sophomore year at West, bro. I got arrested. At West High School, right in front of the school. My pops came and got me from down there, man. And that's why, Protect Your Mind is so serious to me too, because it's for a few different reasons, but for the main reason, I wanted to show my pops that I'm paying it forward, that I understood what he was saying. Because I learned a lot in that situation, bro. But the environment sometimes pull you a little further, and he always been what he died being too. So it ain't never been he's always been that. I had him, and I still got arrested. So I let you know that you don't protect your mind, and I don't care if you got 2 parents or 5 parents, bro. If you're not protecting your mind properly, you can end up dead or in jail, just like somebody who didn't have none of that. And so that's where Protect Your Mind comes from.
So I got a question I want to ask, because a lot of times, we talk community, we talk about what's wrong with the kids, we talk about what's going on negatively in the community, and like you mentioned, murders, home burglaries, all the extras and et cetera. As you speak with these youngsters, as you speak with these young lives, from that first person's lens, like, what do you think is the opportunity area that we have community-wise to not only uplift but to prevent some of these situations that the kids put themselves in?
Man, so that goes back to what I said about me thinking that the solution to the problem is simple. I actually got into an argument with somebody, bro, right before that event.
Okay.
Somebody close to me too. I had to go back and apologize because they was like, Brandon, you dead wrong for saying that people been putting in community work, bro, since the 60s. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's 2025, and it's still the same stuff that's going on. I can't cuss on here, can I?
Bro, you speak your mind.
Okay. I just want to be careful.
Yeah, speak your mind. That's what we're thinking out loud.
Okay. I might cuss sometime, bro, but I'm just gonna talk, fam, because this shit is real. But what I was gonna say is that the solution to the problem. Let me just say what I think the solution to the problem is. I think we're missing two things, bro. The first thing is love. I hear you say that a lot, man, with love. I love you. And when you first said that to me, bro, it kind of caught me off guard. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, you love these animals? But I get it, though, because that's the approach that we need to start taking, man. We need to start telling each other, bro, I love you, fam.
Come on.
And looking person in this house, bro, I love you, bro.
100%.
We missing that in our community, bro. In specific communities, man, that are lacking. So the solution to the problem to me is love. And before love comes unification. We're divided, and we're divided because of the lack of love.
Yeah.
But let me just say this: we always been having these issues, man. Not maybe as extreme as it's been, because they getting younger and younger. You know, they getting younger and younger, man. They 10, 11 years old, jumping off the porch with guns damn near bigger than us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Real life.
And an attitude to match that gun that they holding without even realizing what the consequences of their actions. Thinking it's a video game. But let me just say this, like, once upon a time, man, our communities were united. And it was less of. You always gonna have your knuckleheads, in any community. It don't matter what community it is, but it was still more unified. It was still more of a connection. And I always say this when I speak, when we talk about solutions to the problem, I always say love, because that's what our grannies showed us. That's what our aunties showed us. That's what our uncles showed us back in the day. The community was tight knit. Your neighbor showed you that. Your friend's auntie, your friend's grandma, boy, get your ass up out the street. I'm finna go tell your mama on you, or come in here, I'm about to whoop your ass because your mama at work right now.
Village.
We don't have the village no more. The village of that is full of love, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We are missing that, man. These kids, these babies is raising babies. Our grandmas at the club and on Instagram with their granddaughters and this, that, and the third, and sipping with them and smoking with them. And that's the problem. So I would say a village full of love, man, is the solution to the problem, to me.
Yeah.
And to me, that sounds simple. But again, this person brought to my attention, if it was that simple, why ain't nobody doing it?
Yeah.
Why? Ooh. Can you tell me why?
Man,
why ain't nobody doing it, Sam?
I have many different theories.
What you think the solution to the problem is, fam?
I think the solution is a big part of it is what you said.
Yeah.
Right. I think it starts at home.
Right.
But it's so layered and it's nuanced and there's so much context.
Absolutely.
It's not a simple thing, right?
Right.
But I believe it starts at home, right? So if I was to be naive and say my home is the ideal home.
Right.
Right. You got me and my wife.
Right.
You got my son and my daughter.
Right.
Right. And we give them everything that we have to give them.
Right.
Knowledge-wise, love-wise, spiritual-wise, emotion-wise, all of that, right?
Right.
Then once they leave the home, our community that we surround them around,
keyword village,
is able to give them what they have.
Absolutely.
I intentionally ensure that the folks that I surround myself with or that I interact with in my children's view, in my children's scope, support the same vision that I have.
Absolutely.
They may go about it a different way.
Absolutely.
Right? You may have different ideology around it.
Right.
But the vision is the same.
Right.
So that my kids have a diversity of thought that they're being poured into as well.
Absolutely.
Right? And then outside of that community is then that community's community.
Because it spreads.
It spreads.
You teach your kids, they can teach other people's kids.
You know what I mean?
It's a domino effect. Absolutely.
That is the simple
right.
That is not the ideal situation.
Right, and I'm talking, when I say village of love, I mean like the foundation.
The foundation.
There's because there's a solution after that. So you do the village of love, but then there's something else you got to do. You got to take some of the steps that you taking, man.
You feel me?
Exposing your kids to the right things, man, so they can think
so they
properly.
can think different, because I don't know it all.
Absolutely.
I may be well put together, but I also may have some blind spots that I'm not aware of.
Right.
So then the community around me is able to point it out.
And that's how I go.
The struggle, right, is I like to think I am emotionally intelligent. I'm spiritually aware. I'm socially aware. Everybody has not been given the space to gain some of that knowledge.
Absolutely.
To gain some of that knowledge itself.
Right.
Right. And so then what happens in their home, right? We're in the first generation where people have language for mental health.
Right.
Right. And our kids damn near have more language for mental health than we do.
Right.
At a generation. So we still trying to solve ourselves, understanding depression, anxiety, bipolar, all of that stuff that happens. Our kids are like, oh yeah, we learning about that at school. Right. Damn near.
Absolutely,
so
bro.
Then
no, real talk.
There.
Real talk, man. Yeah, man.
Ain't no more grandmas.
Well,
it's layered.
Well, it's definitely layered. That's without a doubt, my brother. That's why I say, when I talk about the village of love, it's the foundation that we need to build on top of multiple solutions. But for the most part, man, there are solutions though. There are solutions to fix this, bro. And it's getting like I tell the kids at the school all the time, man, what y'all gonna do with the little niggas coming up under y'all? If y'all this ruthless and vicious, what y'all think they gonna be?
Because everything now is a reflection of everything
before. So let me just say this, bro. Bro, just Monday, right? I walked in every class, because I rotate amongst classes just so I can, touch everybody.
Because you're the only black teacher in the juvenile detention.
I am the only black teacher in the juvenile detention, and I say that humbly too, by the way. I say that humbly because I've been holding on to this for a while. I didn't want to say it because people be trying to, make it seem like I'm bragging or boasting, but it's not. It's for me to call on other teachers. We need y'all. That's what I'm saying that for. It's not to make it seem like, I'm, it's more of, man, we need more of y'all in here because, bro, doing that type of work, I learned a new phrase somebody told me that I'm dealing with at times. It's called compassion fatigue. When you really care and it wears on you and it get heavy, make it even hard to sleep at night, bro.
Come on.
So I need some help. You know what I'm saying? When I say I'm the only black teacher, it's because I'm saying I need some help. I need somebody else to pop up in here, man, and holler. That's why I brought Marquise in today. I need you to talk to him today, bro, from your angle and your perspective and your experiences, because I can't do it all day, bro. That shit gets weary, bro, because these are kids that are dealing with a substantial amount of pressure, weight, worry, anxiety, emotions that some grown-ups can't even fathom. And I gotta try to correct that, bro. I got killers in there crying, bro. Like real talk, shedding tears, bro, telling me they love me, facing 20, 30 years at 16 years old. I got the eyes and ears of these children, but yes, I'm the only black teacher in the juvenile detention facility, but the key part to that is I'm teaching my own curriculum. So I've got the green light, man, and that's why I be telling certain people that's in that same lane to use me as a tool, even if you can't come in there. I'm willing to work for y'all. They're literally, bro, allowing me to create my own curriculum, use the books that me and my dad created, which we got 3 out. And we use them as a curriculum. So even the colder part to that is right now, bro, they are giving kids a quarter of a credit to complete my curriculums. And they are fighting to get it to a half a credit towards their high school diploma right now. So this is real talk, bro. And I don't know if I'm the first in history in Wichita, Kansas, but I'm definitely the only one.
The only right now. But I love that call out because it's something I think about, especially when I speak to the youth, right? I think there's a lot of times there's programs for, there's always programs for like the high performing, high potential kids. Right. There's programs for the mid-performing high potential kids. But then those kids that are maybe, these are terms that they use in these spaces. One reason I say it like this. But those kids who may be quote unquote low potential, high risk, right? The programming form lacks. It's strictly disciplinary. There's nothing behavioral mindset shifting wise. There's nothing rehabilitating. Right? The recidivism is crazy. Like, And so to know that you're doing this work
Well, let me say this, Sam. What I'm learning the most out of all of this, bro, is that the system is truly, we talk about 2025 and the mindset of our kids, but the system ain't changed either.
And the
it's
system
still
ain't broke.
broken.
The system ain't broke. It was built like this.
It was built like this. You're right.
The system is doing
You're right.
you're right.
No, it's system. You're right. It ain't broken. You're right. It's
and that's
doing,
the poor
but
part.
it's doing the same thing it was doing to our kids in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. Bro, they doing these kids dirty, fam.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something else. I'm gonna tell y'all, all of y'all.
100.
Man, these kids can't even get fruit in there. You hear me? They eating canned fruit, fam. Bro, I've been paying out of pocket to bring fruit in there, fruit cups to the kids, fam. They can't, these are children. They can't even get an apple. They can't get an orange. They can't get a banana.
Yeah.
And I talk about killers and rapists and, you know, little niggas kicking in doors. But bro, when you give them an apple or banana, you see the kid come out of them. They light up.
Yeah.
Faces turn red. Thank you, Mr. Brandon.
Because they babies on the inside.
They babies on the inside, fam. But
even and I could be off base because it's the way that I think. I often struggle with compassion fatigue as well because empathy is how I lead things with accountability.
Right.
But man, even to kind of put that label that they are killers and rapists.
Will have committed.
That's what I was getting
crime.
to, right?
They've done that, right?
Yeah. So,
let me not put that jacket on them, but
then the space to be rehabilitated from that act. Accountability for sure. You gotta be held accountable to your crime, right?
You definitely do. I tell them about consequences all the time, man. I tell them, man, like, look, one thing you gotta understand, y'all, when I do these one-on-ones, you did something, bro.
You did something.
So you lace up your boots too, fam, at the same time, bro. I get it. But at the same time, you did do something. So accountability is big, and that's something I'm actually getting better at too.
Word.
I'm just gonna leave it right there.
No, listen. I
was about to go there.
I love it. So let me ask you this, man, because we could spend all day talking.
Real talk.
What Pac say, man, there ain't no hope for the youth, and the truth is,
man,
hope for the future.
Boy,
and
yes,
and
sir.
It's important for us to pour into the babies in any way, shape, or form that we can.
Man, we gotta do something though, bro. I'm telling you right now, especially if you got kids.
Especially if you got kids. All right,
man.
And the last thing I'll say, because I think it's too often. I love the power of words. I love the power of conversation because it creates a lot of action.
Absolutely. But
I see too often those people talk about what the babies and how bad they are and what they're doing, but no, they're not showing up for them.
Right.
Like anything, if you see me talking ill on something or critiquing it, I probably did it, or I'm working towards a resolution.
You feel me?
That I'm critiquing, right? So that's just the charge that I have.
No, that's real talk. And let me just say this too, man. Before we wrap that part up, is that I went kind of left, man, because this, bro, I get real passionate about this because it's serious, bro. It's people need to quit taking this lightly, bro. Literally, I'm gonna say two things. The first thing is one of my I call them my little brothers in there. One of my little brothers, man, he's 15 years old, bro. He facing 15 years right now. Now he ain't killed nobody, but he didn't accumulated a rap sheet since he was 10 years old. They adding all that up. So he's 15 years old. They trying to try him as an adult. He ain't killed nobody or nothing, but they trying to try him as an adult. At the bottom of his rap sheet, they say, this child, no institution or facility or program can help him. That's our reason for trying to prosecute him as an adult. The boy only 15. He been in the system since he was 10. Literally, bro. So is that fair? Is that how you save a child? You letting him get out till you're 30 years old?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, the second thing I want to say is that just Monday, I went to every room. I think I went left, bro, so forgive me if I did. But I asked all the kids in every class, I said, what do y'all think the solution to the problem is? I said, I ain't even going to talk today. I said, I want y'all to tell me, what do y'all think the solution to the problem, and also, do y'all think it'll ever stop? You know what they told me? They said, Mr. Brandon, I think it's a solution, but we don't know. Do we ever think it's going to stop? Nah. I said, we don't think it's going to ever stop. The gangbanging, the killing, they're in there hopeless is the point I'm trying to make. They want a solution to the problem. They don't want to have to do what they're doing, bro. They want to find solutions. I told them that I want all y'all to think of a solution to the problem. How can we solve this? Because y'all are the ones, man. And they all told me, bro, there is no solution right now. We can't think of it. And it's not as simple as you think. They even told me that. And that we don't think it's going to ever stop. One little cat told me, he said, man, Brandon, it's been going on. Mr. Brandon, they call him Mr. Brandon. He said, bruh, it's been going on since the 1800s, man, before we was even born. But they said, is it getting worse? Yeah. But that's just how it's supposed to be if it never stopped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when we can stop it right there, fam. So this is out they mouth.
That's out they mouth.
Yeah, the ones who's actually kicking indoors and letting off pistols.
They ain't got no hope.
They hopeless, bro. Yeah, so look, and we can keep it pushing.
Listen, I got so many thoughts there, but there's so many other places I want to go. I got you. And we definitely gonna jump.
Yeah, we do a part two or something. Yeah.
The babies are important.
Yeah.
When we talk about the babies, though, man, like you've got this passion in you. So I believe in three things, right? I believe three things align: purpose, passion, and profit.
Right.
I believe your purpose is given to you. You can't fight it. You don't choose it. God puts it on your heart.
Yes,
it's
sir.
something that shows up whenever you are in a place and you at your best self, and it just might be unconscious,
right?
Just happening, right? Now your passions are where you get to act out your purpose,
right?
So that might be hip hop, that might be writing books, that might be whatever that might be, right? Designing clothes,
right?
And it's coaching for me, right? It comes out in that space, and then profit.
Yeah.
So once that money aligns,
right, absolutely.
If you're able to have profit based off your passions that align with your purpose, life is great.
Absolutely.
You got two of those aligned in this space. You straight.
Right, absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly.
I think a man that has no opportunity to walk in his purpose is a man that will forever feel drained.
Man, you ain't never lied, my brother.
But the question I'm getting to with all of that is...
you ain't lying, though. That's real talk.
It's a real talk. You got to be able to walk in purpose.
That's real talk, bro. Right? If you don't like it, that'll drain you, too. So you ain't never lied.
Come on.
Yeah.
So where do you feel you've gotten this purpose-driven missions that you act in, right? Serving community, serving the youth. We know Pops, OG, Mr. Polite.
Let me know, and we can talk about him too, because I gotta,
We can. I mean, if that's where the passion for the community comes from, then that definitely is a great segue.
Yeah, absolutely it is, man. And it's a perfect segue, by the way, man, because the passion comes from him, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, bro. My daddy could have been a plumber, fam. If I seen he was passionate about it, I probably would have been a plumber too. Yeah. Because I respected and admired him so much that for so many different reasons, I ain't gonna go into this whole story right now, but it's so many reasons why. And this is another reason why we need strong, positive male role models too, men. That matters, man, because like I said, he could have been a plumber, bro, and been the biggest plumber in the city. I probably would have did that. You feel me? But so my passion comes from my pops, man. That's all I ever seen him do, man. He's never done nothing else. Like literally, bro, since I was 6 years old, my pops has been a purpose-driven man. He never had he never took a day off or the trick off or fuck off or none of that, bro. It was always purpose since before I could remember, bro. Like he went through a whole phase where he was changed his name to Rahman Arshad. When I was a kid, bro, he went through the phase with the kufis and the beanies and the beads and all of that, bro. Reading the Quran and on the prayer rug at night with him at 5, 6 years old, bro. He literally, fam, at probably about 12 years old, he sent me the autobiography of Malcolm X, bro. I couldn't even comprehend the words, but he used to live in Atlanta at the time. He used to mail me this type of literature, bro, as a kid. So it comes from him, bro. Like literally, fam. That's all he ever been. There never was a phase with him where he was like a pops who didn't do that, like he had to go to jail or something to be this woke dude and come back into my life. From the moment I can remember, bro, he's always instilled that in me to be for the people, but not let the people use you at the same time.
And he who we talking about is Dr. William Polite.
Yeah, shout out Pops, man. Dr. Polite, man, long live him all day. Yeah, man, but it comes from him, bro, his passion. And you know, Sam, real talk, man, since we thinking out loud. Yeah. My pops, and we got to be careful with this when we talk about that purpose too, is that his purpose ultimately took his life, bro.
Talk to me.
So when we talk about, he drilled community and love so much in me in the fight for our people and prevent certain things from happening so much that he didn't know how to turn it off himself, to pour into himself. He poured into other people so much it depleted him. and ultimately took his life. So when we talk about him instilling community work, yeah, it's there, but it's also that resentment sometimes too, of how the community will use you, bro. They'll literally take everything from you, won't give nothing back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times. Let me say that. A lot of times, man, you can give so much and try to help so much, but who's helping the helper though? You know what I'm saying? My dad literally changed his life, man. He moved here from Chicago, bro, to take care of my granny. He was doing community work down in Chicago, Milwaukee before that, St. Louis. He's been in Detroit, Atlanta. Every city he's been to, he's left a mark of being somebody who did community work and tried to help kids. Every city he's been to. He came here to take care of my granny and dedicated his life to the community work that she did before he was even born. You know, my granny, shout out Dissy Polite, long live her too. She died 2 weeks after my pops, but she was in prison ministries for 50 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is pedigree, genetics, legacy. Yeah, so when you ask about me, it comes all the way from my granny too, man. This is a part of it's in my blood, bro.
100%.
You go to the Atwater Center, next to the Lead Woodard Center, you'll see a big portrait of my granny in there. Yeah, because she put in so much work in the community, man. So my pops came after that. He followed her footsteps.
100%.
Yeah, so I grew up watching her, man, actually take in people released from jail, drug addicts, get them clean, stay at her house. She would feed them, let them do yard work, paint our house. My granny used to do this, man, when I was a baby. So I grew up watching her, and then my pops picked up that. So now that he's not here, man, and I'm saying all that to say, man, my daddy gave his life for this. That's what I want people to really understand when they ask why he died or how he died. He literally was so purpose-driven that he gave his life for a community that didn't help preserve his life. You know what I'm saying? So I deal with that at times too, bro. Like, you know what? This community shit is some bullshit. I deal with that sometimes, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, fam. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, but them kids at that juvenile, they keep me going too, because I know they need me and they tell me they do. So I get up every morning for them. But at the same time, man, it's like a double-edged sword, man. It's like, damn, my pops lost his life to this shit. And then now I'm kind of trying to fill in that void a little bit and carry on his legacy, because he left behind a legacy. It gets a little discouraging at times, man, because everything that we see ain't what it is, man. It's a lot of fluff too with this work that we say that we do, man. But I ain't gonna go there though. We ain't gonna get all controversial and all that. But I want to say, man, I see a lot of what he was dealing with, and I'm just gonna say this, and we can finish it up, man. That part of it, I guess, is that a lot of my pop shit that he carried, bro, it wasn't just the kids. It was a lot of grown-ups too.
I can imagine.
You feel me? That he had to kind of deal with and still try to help these kids too. So, man, my pops had 13 programs all geared towards the youth, bro. From the ones that are excelling in school, from base to the Fram program, to his Kinder Dad's program, School Halls, Not Prison Walls, Protect Your Mind. He got like 7 other, and they all engaging congregations, future ready, engaging congregations with Tabernacle Church, the 93. I forgot what the name of the program is. It's engaging congregations where the kids had to get 0 suspensions, a 3.0 grade average, and 95% on a test at the end of the year. And he would actually reward them for doing that, man. So all his programs actually are data driven, and in the numbers they proved that they were all proven to be successful. So I'm saying that to say, man, that this man was literally, man, dedicated to the work to the point where it depleted him of everything that he had. And that part of it kind of makes it hard for me to push forward sometimes. But at the same time, ain't that what we're here for?
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? We're here for that. When you talk about being purpose-driven, we're here to deplete ourselves of everything that we have before we get up out of here. Because one thing, we can't take it with us. And when I feel his spirit, it's calm. Like, I did what I was supposed to do. I'm gone. And that's the only thing that keeps me cool when people wonder how I'm able to just keep going and doing what I'm doing. I watched this man die in front of me, bro. Literally, fam. And I won't go too far into it, but I watched my dad die in front of me. I was living in Dallas for the past 15 years. The morning he died, I was talking to him. We was all laughing, joking, he eating chocolate and shit. Had chocolate on his nightgown, got in trouble by the nurse for getting chocolate all over his nightgown. This morning he passed. We was laughing, talking. And I went downstairs and gassed up my car, put my bags in the car, so I'm finna head to Dallas. Pops is cool. I'll be back in a couple of weeks to check on him. I go downstairs, Wesley Hospital, to get him more chocolate. When I get back upstairs, they had him on the ground resuscitating. I watched this, bro. You know what I'm saying? So people need to really understand that my life is really real, not to take from nobody else's, bro. Yeah. But when we talk about the work and the commitment and the community and purpose-driven and stuff, man, it's a combination of things that's keeping me going and pushing me. Because it's also healing for me at the same time.
I can imagine.
You know, trying to carry on my dad's legacy, it kind of heals me because, like I said, when I feel his spirit, I even hear his voice sometimes, and it's this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And a lot of decisions that I make without him being here is based on what would Pops do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. We can keep it pushing, bro.
Man, and it's so much we can speak on when it comes to your pops.
Yeah, man.
And it's layered. Cause see, my mind, it's called thinking out loud because my mind connects dots where dots might not be connected, but I think everything is connected.
Right.
So you speak on like the work your pops did and depleting himself, right? He passed from a stroke.
Well, not. So this is how I know that God showed him something that he walked towards. He originally failed. I ain't gonna go too far left, bro, because I don't want to be on your camera getting all emotional. But
respect.
Not just yet. We might do that on part 2. But he slipped and fell. Had a little minor stroke though. Okay. So that ain't what killed him though. This is how I know that he depleted himself and that God showed him something in that moment that he kept walking towards. It was just his time, bro. As bad as we don't want it to be, it was. But he had a minor stroke. He slipped and fell. He fractured his skull in 3 different places, right? He went to the hospital. Long story short, they fixed the problem, okay? It was a minor procedure we were approved to be done to fix the issue. He was back to normal. That's not how he died. That morning I'm telling you about, my little brother, Will Polite, was walking into the bathroom while I was downstairs getting him more candy. On his way back from walking into the bathroom, he collapsed. His heart stopped on him out the blue. He never had a heart problem in his life, bro. It just stopped. Just like clock over. And he just fell. Never came back. Okay. Like real talk. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That's how it happened, bro. So, and he never had a heart problem. 15 minutes before that, like I said, we was eating chocolate, debating on who better out of John Morant and Allen Iverson. Like literally, bro, we was debating about this. 15 minutes after that, his heart just stopped on him, bro. He went from laughing to his heart stopping to dead.
So you can say, job well done. And the work he did here on earth. And then you continue that, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's an uphill battle, bro. Yeah. But I'm learning a lot about life and death. Like I said, my granny passed literally 2 weeks after that, man. So the whole time I was in Wichita during that time period, bro, I was going from the nursing home to sitting with her, spending the night at the nursing home, to spending the night at the hospital with him. That was my life for like 2 months, bro. Yeah. Literally back and forth, nursing home, hospital. And the same thing that happened with my dad that I told you about, same thing happened with my granny. I went to the nursing home. I went picked me up some Matties over there on 21st. Yeah. On the way to the nursing home, picked me up some food, gassed up my car, put my bags in the car, said I'm finna go holler at Granny before I get out of town after Pops passed. Walked into the nursing home, fam. She wasn't moving. I put my hand on her chest, and it didn't move. I put my hand on her cheek. It was cold. I called the nurses in there. They put the little telescope on her chest. They looked up at me and said, "Sorry for your loss." Yeah. And it's a true story, bro. It happened exactly like that. Yeah.
So B, I do a little bit of research before every episode.
Yeah, sir.
So as I'm kind of checking your page out, man, I see your sister Ebony says some same sentiments that your brother said, right? And they both said that the way that you stepped up, the leader they've seen you become. Yeah. The man they see that you've become. Right. And I think that is that's a testament, if anything, when your siblings speak that to you, right? A segment I have on the show is called A Room Full of Mirrors. Okay. Right?
I've seen that. I've seen that,
yeah. And so in this room full of mirrors, obviously, right, you can consider what your siblings have said and the perspective that they have of you. Right?
I'm honored, but what they fail to realize is I look up to them like the way they may look up to me.
That's the word.
My siblings, bro, they soldiers, fam. They real life soldiers, bro. So it's funny is because before I came in here, I was calling my brother asking him for advice on this interview. I was like, man, what you think? He was like, man, just make sure I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. So I ain't ashamed to say that. My sister too. Shit.
I love that.
We lean on each other for strength, man. So, but I'm honored though, flattered too. Yeah. But I lean on them for strength, man. So
that's major. Yeah. That's major. Okay, well then we won't consider their thoughts in this part.
Yeah, right? Man, we still can. Okay. Shit. I mean, hey.
But in a room full of mirrors, you by yourself.
Yeah.
Right? And it's very seldom as people we able to see our blind spots. But I want you to take this moment of reflection, right? Pun intended. You in a room full of mirrors, you're able to see your front, your sides, your back. And as you reflect, what do you see? Like when you see yourself, what do you see, B?
How far are we going back?
Man, I say right chapters right now, like in this moment.
Well, I'll say what do I see in this moment, bruh? Somebody who was taking certain things for granted. Yeah, I would say I was a person who took things for granted, and I'm gonna say my dad. I took him for granted, bro. You know, I took not only him for granted, but his time here on earth for granted. You know, I didn't take full advantage of even though he trained me up for this moment. So when my sister and my brother try to tell me that, you know, it's because I spent a lot of time with my dad. Out of all my siblings, that was like my brother too, man. That was like my best friend. And he wasn't just like a pops, bro. He was like my homie. Yeah. Like we talk about anything, bro. People don't really know Dr. Poe like he really liked that, bro.
Yeah,
he was bugs. Yeah.
Come on.
Pops is really like that, fam. Like really like that, bro. So we could talk about anything, man. So I would say, and he was my best friend, you know, and that's another thing that I'm dealing with is because without him, let me just say this. With him, I feel like I didn't need nobody else. I feel like all I needed was, when it comes to like the fight and the struggle for our people and just certain things, I feel like my pops was all I needed. So I feel like my time, when I look back, man, I feel like I see a person who took not just him, but certain things for granted. Life is precious, and we just don't know. You know, me telling you that story of how he slipped and fell, man. You couldn't pay me $1 million to tell me in March that my pops would die in April, bro. Like I was told you to shut the fuck up, bro. Like he ain't. We got stuff to do. Stuff is up for Pops right now. Like, but God took him from us, man, to put me in that position, which I'm learning, man, to lead. Now, am I the best leader? My siblings say so. Me, there's rooms for opportunity, improvement. You know, I think we all can sharpen our knife every now and then, man. But it's a lot of components to things that might be slowing me down from being the best leader. Like I said, I'm dealing with certain resentment, grief, and the empathy part of, you know, the people in our community carrying that weight. So I'm figuring it out, bro. But I think what I realize, man, is that another thing that I reflect on is me not truly understanding how covered we all are by certain angels. As long as we doing the right thing, those angels will continue to cover us and guide us. I'm saying all that to say, man, that we don't really have no true control. All we have really control over is how we treat others. And that's by showing love.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And doing what we know is right in our heart, man. So with that said, man, I'm learning now. In hindsight, I didn't realize how important and precious life was. And just how you gotta, if you love somebody, bro, you have to let them know you love them, bro. And just check on them sometime, because you never know, man. We talk about the late, great Dr. Polite. We remember a lot of the smiles and interactions, but we don't know about the man that had to sit in the dark by himself and sit with a lot of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the same things that I'm expressing to you are things that he dealt with in private, and he carried that with him, bro. Yeah. And then he had to wake up and smile again. But he dealt with a lot of that heaviness, fam. And so I would say, Sam, and forgive me too, man, because it's a lot going on in my mind and my heart right now. But I would say in hindsight, man, as I reflect, bro, just somebody who just understood how precious life was, family.
Yeah.
I took it for granted. I did. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, I'll do that tomorrow, or I'll call Pops tomorrow, or I'll call him next week. He used to do the same thing. It'd be 2 weeks later, you know what I'm saying? And even in this situation, I'm like, man, I holler at Pops, man. I'm on my way to the crib. I'm finna chill. Get a phone call. He in the hospital. So, yeah, we got to take life more serious, man. It's precious. And if you love somebody, tell them. And show them. Even if it's just a 2 second, hey, man, I'm just checking on you, partner. You good? Yeah. I'll let you next week or tomorrow. So,
Off top.
But yeah, I would say that, man. I would say that, bro. Yeah.
No, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Man, so, man, listen, so I thought that keep popping in my head, and you mentioned community a lot.
Yeah.
And even, you know, the resentment for community as well as the love for community.
Yeah.
When you hear the word community, what does that mean to you?
Family.
Okay.
It means family to me, man, because communities are built on families. And people don't realize that the people who really run the world, the reason why they're able to run the world is because they're tight-knit families. It's families that run this world. And there's families that's passing it on to it's generational, man. You know, families controlling this world has been going on since before we can even remember, but it's always been family. So when we talk about community, to me, it means family. And that's, when we talk about solution to the problem, that's the problem. The village is not strong like it used to be. The family dynamic has been broken. It's been shattered. It's been damn near destroyed. That's why I say damn near. It hasn't been. But the family aspect in our community, man, is not as tight as it used to be. But I think, and to me, that's what community means, man. It means family to me. Yeah,
I love that.
It means family to me, man.
I love that.
You pulling them out of me too, saying.
Listen,
you got me just wanting to talk and shit, bro.
I love that.
Because, bro, I've been having a lot, bro, on me, fam. So yeah, I appreciate you, bro,
100%.
for this opportunity.
That's what this space is for, man.
And we thinking out loud.
We
so
just
shit,
out loud.
if I'm rambling or babbling, I'm thinking out loud.
This
ain't scripted, y'all.
You feel me?
Yeah.
The power of conversation.
Yeah, real talk.
It's ill, as you said.
What does family community mean to you, though?
Man, community to me means, man, it's layers, so many things, right? So for one, iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
Right? I am my brother's keeper. Right? I trust you to be able to tell my kids if they off base. Right? I trust you to tell me when my shit's stinking. Right? I trust that you trust me enough to let you know when your shit's stinking. Right?
Yes, sir.
I trust that my lady won't be caused any harm.
Facts.
If I'm not around.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
If I have it to give, then I give it ungrudgingly.
Absolutely.
Right? And I receive, I give even without the expectation of reciprocation. Right. Because I have it to give. Right. And I receive graciously from those around me. So when I think of community, some of the things I think of, man, like something that really, really bothers me right now. So again, with my family, Trey being murdered, they raising the awards for people to speak up.
I see that. I seen that. They doubled it. I think.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Right.
I seen
and
that.
so I think to community, and I'm like, yo, community is being okay with being done with some of these old codes that we had, right?
Bro, it's fake. It's fake.
Snitching, like, yo, that's like, come on. If you see something, say something.
Man, let me say this, bro. If anybody that kills somebody in front of some kids, fam, deserve to be where he gonna be, fam. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna wish death on nobody or nothing, bro. But whatever come to you, bro, ain't no snitch code if you kill somebody in front of some kids, fam. If you kill somebody in front of some kids, bro, you didn't, man, that's a whole other type of trauma. Yeah, you didn't broke every code known to man, fam. So you need it's time to sit you on down, fam. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
I think to me, that's a part of community, right? Like if you see something, say something. If it's trash on the corner, man, pick that up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like speak love, speak life. Right. I see the youngsters. Hey, what's up, champ? Those are small nuggets of community-wise, man. Shared resources where it makes sense.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
so,
man.
Those are some of the things I think.
Absolutely. I mean, there's I guess when you ask me them type of questions, I always start to think about the foundation of what I think something is. When you talk about, solutions in the community, I try to go right to the foundation and build on that, man. Because the foundation to me, again, and just my opinion, is family, are stronger families, man. Then we can get to, X, Y, and Z. Yeah. But our families, man, are just not what they used to be, fam. And then we got to hold ourselves accountable, too. because I don't talk to my cousins as much as I should. I don't call them as much as I should. You know what I'm saying? It's up to us to keep that family together too. Sometimes we get stuck in our own little world of my girl and my kids over here. But you got to take your kids over there to their cousins, man. I got all type of cousins running around here like I don't even know. But my grandma back in the day would make sure that everybody knew everybody. You feel me? So yeah, man, we gotta look at our own self in the mirror too.
That's a bar.
Talk about
That's
the
such
mirror.
a bar. Yes, it is. No, straight up.
Family's important, man. We gotta play our part, man, in that too. Yeah,
you're preaching.
Yeah,
man. So something that was, as we were talking about Dr. Polite, talking about Pops. Man, something that I think is strong is to see legacy lived, right? And I know there's pockets of community that has a lot of opportunities.
Absolutely, bro.
To improve and get
absolutely.
Better. But there's also like something that I seen and I felt personally even was like, it takes a great man to impact men.
Facts. Let me ask you, how you feel about you knew my pops, you met him. How that make you feel when you heard he died?
Man, it hurt my heart.
Yeah.
Right? Like I wasn't alive when Martin Luther King was around.
Right.
But I can imagine that was what it was like when community found out Martin Luther King passed.
Yeah. Real
you know
talk.
What I mean? To know
got
the
me chills
impact.
Saying that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like real life impact to see like your pops is on folks' jackets. You know what I mean?
Hey man, you know what I seen that though? I ain't gonna we good, but it just made me think about how like maybe like a Tupac or a Nipsey Hussle or a Malcolm X, like when they family probably walk around and see people with their people on their shirt, it's like, you know what I'm saying? But it's honor, man. I'm honored.
It's an honor.
It's an honor, bro.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's an
your
honor.
pops is somebody I definitely feel like should have murals around the city.
Yeah, well, we got one finna come up real soon, man.
You know what I mean?
We finna put up one real soon. I don't want to let the cat out the bag, but I ain't gonna do that. But it's a few actually in the works right now as we speak.
100%.
Let me just say that. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. Right there.
I love that.
Yeah.
No, but when you ask that, like that's what I think. So it's ill. You say you mentioned how Pops was just a real one, right? And I was a recipient of that. So I'm big on like I did diversity work and all of that stuff. So I believe in showing up the way you show up.
Right.
Be your best self when you show up. Right. Like
Absolutely.
I might show up to a board meeting looking like this, talking like this. You know what I mean?
Right.
And oftentimes, brothers, OGs, even older brothers, are in spaces of influence, in spaces of authority, in spaces of power, and they, I want to say fully assimilate, but they kind of operate in a way where it's like, hey, you shouldn't wear that, you shouldn't talk like that.
Facts.
Pops?
Yeah. It was like that, yeah.
No, he was the opposite of that.
Right.
He made sure you show up how you show up.
Right.
As long as you show up.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
He was big on that, but you know what else he was big on, man? He always preached to me when I was a kid. B, you got to be able to go from the crack house to the White House. That was one thing he was big on. You got to make sure that you're ready for both sides, though, at all times. He was huge on that, man. So people don't even know, bro. My pops was he studied every religion. He studied, he was a mathematician. Yeah. He was a nerd. But at the same time, he can go sit down and play domino. And I mean nerd in a positive way.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I know it's a stigma around the word nerd, but we need more nerds.
We need way more nerds.
We need way more nerds, man. I'm trying to start a nerd gang actually in the juvenile, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But anyway, bro, he can do that and then go play dominoes and drink you under the table too at the same time. So he understood the importance of being able to do that, bro. Be able to go on a board meeting and still be him, but also go hang with the fellas and still be him. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? Yeah. And now I could bring those who may not have the same lens and the view of the world that I have. I can bring them up a little bit to see the world a little bit different. And I can make sure that y'all up here, quote unquote, are able to see the world that I could. It's so
and he was, and let me say this, bro. He was a true radical, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, bro. You know how sometimes you got people you put on a pedestal, and then sometimes after they go, it's some smut or something that come up. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I went to my pop's phone and everything, trying to see, like, man, is he great? I hope he is great. I hope I don't find nothing compromising. Yeah. But he was clean as a whistle. But it confirmed to me that he was a man of integrity as well. Ain't no skeletons in his closet, bro. He was as solid as you seen him be.
Yeah, 100%.
That's all I'm gonna say about that, bro.
The man amongst me.
Absolutely, bro. Super solid, bro. It's like 100%.
So I'm a huge rap fan.
Yeah.
Hip hop artists, all of that stuff, right? And
Yeah.
oftentimes they'll show you like these family trees of like
Yeah.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
And then you see all this greatness that comes from like
Yeah,
the Dr.
yeah.
Dre. From you got Snoop, you got Eminem, you got 50 Cent, you got Kendrick Lamar, TDE, and then you just see it continue to branch out. That's Pops. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it's a
man.
lot of these great folks that come from this tree.
Absolutely, man.
Of a great,
Yeah, man. No, he and then you've been knowing my brother Will before that, man. So we all are, all three of his children, my sister, myself, going back to them. We all are different parts of him.
Yeah.
You know, my sister's a principal at Linwood Elementary. She's been a principal for the past 10 years. So she running her own school right now. You know what we'll do, man. So when we talk about them looking at me a certain light, I look at them in a certain light. Like, and going back to that, man, but we all are, my Uncle Herc always say, man, y'all are like the atom split of Dr. Polite. Like, y'all split into three, you know what I'm saying? And with him instilling a lot of radical ideologies in me at a young age, I'm more of the passionate, you know what I'm saying, trying to live that way of what he, you know, taught me, the lessons he taught me as a kid, man. And then my sister's the more educated, more mounted, went through WSU, got a master's degree and all of this, man. So us collectively though, man, we make up one of just him. And that allows us to not only lean on each other for strength, man, but to make sure that his legacy lives forever.
That's fire.
That's
fire. Come on,
real
man.
talk.
You mentioned Uncle Hurt. Shout out to Hurt.
Man, shout out to Uncle Hurt. Man, that's my guy. That's my bro. That's my heart.
Great people.
Yeah, that's
Good
my
people,
heart, bro.
Man. One of the great.
Yeah, that is my dog, bro. You hear me? No, when I talk, we be talking that talk, man. And he makes sure he keep me in check, man. So he another one, man, that's been playing a vital role in my life after my pops passing and just keeping me grounded, keeping me humble, holding me accountable when I am, you know, going too far left mentally. He pulls me back, man. And then he's a licensed pastor too, so he preached to me too. You know what I'm saying? And he works with me at the juvenile, but he only comes twice a week, man. So he comes up there, he prays with the kids. And matter of fact, I don't know if I should say this shit, but I ain't gonna say it just yet. But we working on something where he gonna have his own ministry in the juvenile detention facility right now. Just him by himself. So, to be continued on that. But shout out to Uncle Hurt though, real talk.
I need to connect with y'all because I would love to do some coaching for the fellas there. So I'm saying that right now on camera, so it's documented for sure. But let's
without a doubt, my brother, we can make it work, fam.
All right.
Without a doubt, like right away, whenever you're ready, just let me know.
Real life.
Yeah, I got you, family. Yes, sir.
All right, so we getting close to the end.
Yeah, let's do our thing, man.
So, question I want to ask.
Oh, by the way, you say you're a hip hop fan. I don't know if you know I used to rap back in the day.
That's how I very heard of you. And so what's crazy?
Man, I was trying to be a rapper first.
What was your name?
Scabby Leach.
Scabby Leach. So
I was a little menace on the beat, but I was a little aggressive. I was a little crazy back then. A little aggressive, man. But anyway, go ahead.
No, what's crazy is so back. So Big Cliff, RP.
I got a song with him. Yeah,
one of my peoples, man. When I first heard him, and I heard you, I didn't know who. So I used to get the names confused for a little bit until Cliff became one of my friends. I'm like, okay. So I was rapping a little bit, man. I moved away. I kind of gave it up because rapping to me was just. I ain't gonna go there, man. I still love the art, you know, the sport, but rapping to me was getting kind of. It wasn't what I fell in love with. So I left it alone, bro. And that's really why I just stopped doing it, fam. It just, it was turning to, you know, as kids, we listen to rap. When kids dealing with this now, man, is we believe them. We think it's real. You know? So in my head, when I started rapping, I thought that, you know, you supposed to live what you really rapping. You supposed to be what you really supposed to be. You know, the game is really pure like that. But it's WWF.
It's WWE, bro.
Come on, man.
It's a character, and I ain't finna play no character.
Come on, man.
So I fell back, but I still, you know, write a little bit, a little, you know.
It's like riding a bike, though.
It is.
And your nephews are crazy nice.
Stupid, bro.
Like
stupid.
Bruh.
Yeah, he be telling me he'll wash me and stuff. Man, like, I'll wash you. And I said, we finna have to get on the track together.
Hey, listen, it's sometimes I hear stuff and I'm like, okay, I know I'm like that, but you know, I play my son in basketball every now and then. I'm like, ooh, okay, I see it different in my head.
Let it go, Sam. Let it go.
You feel me?
Hey, look, I tell nephew, here, you got it, bro. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke.
Now, if it came down to it, though, the rapper in me,
you know
like,
what?
would really.
When it came down to it, I've been low key coming up with some diss songs for nephew, man. low key, I've been, sharpening my knife because he be trying to play with me sometimes, man. Yeah. Like, he be playing, but he be serious, and I'll be like, all right. I be trying to go back. I be studying his flow a little bit.
It's nice too, and what I love though. So he's about the same, maybe a year older than my daughter.
Yeah,
2 years older.
Yeah.
But she heard some of his music at the school and she didn't know that I knew who he was.
Right.
So she was sending me and stuff. She's like, Dad, you got to hear this because she know what I
like
to listen to.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, I know his grandpa.
Right.
And I'm like, you can tell in the music that he comes from a legacy.
Absolutely, man. So, and that was he hate when I say this, but I put him in his first music video. So we did a music video called School Halls Not Prison Walls. I don't know if you ever came across it.
Yeah.
But it's a song my dad asked me to do because I was rapping and I was trying to give it up. And my pops he understood the importance of music in our culture and our kids. And he said, B, you need to make a song talking about School Halls Not Prison Walls, my book that he created, his first book he ever created, bro. That's where that comes from, and Protect Your Mind too, by the way. So if anybody ever wonder where that comes from, Protect Your Mind, it comes from my dad's original work. Like I talked about him having 13 programs, but his first book, his first project he ever worked on was called Protect Your Mind from the Hood Infectious Virus, which can lead to AIDS, which is addicted to incarceration and death syndrome. Yes, he came up with this, bro. This was late. This was like 98. So long story short, I picked up that book, bro, one day. I had got into a situation myself where I got in some more trouble, got arrested or whatever. And I had read the book, and everything in that book was a result of why I got arrested. I wasn't protecting my mind. So when I read it, I called him and I said, this is a true story, bro. I called him and said, Pops, I want to take this, man. And that's how Protect Your Mind got created, bro. Me from reading the book, from me going to jail. I got out, read the book. I said, my Pops is a genius, and this is why I just got arrested. I called him and said, I want to start a brand. Called my little brother, Will, said I need you to help me with a logo. From there, that's how Protect Your Mind started. Long story short, bro, real talk. So this is the foundation of my dad's work right here. We just tried to make his work look cooler because he kind of, he's working on other stuff. So we just kind of just said, man, you know what? This is smart. That same book, I rewrote it, which is one of the books that's being used right now in JDF. But it all derives from him, man. And then going back to nephew real quick, we about to do it. He wrote a song for my dad after he died, bro. Word. We gonna shoot a video to it. I want you to be there, fam.
I'm there.
Yeah,
I'm there.
I want you to be there, man. And bring your shorties too, man. Your children, man. We gonna shoot a video. We want to make it a big deal, man. At one of the murals, I'm telling you, in the works.
So
he made a song to it, bro. Bro, I can't even listen to it, but it's tough. It's tough, man.
Oh, I'm there.
I don't even know what question you just asked me, bro. I'm just getting stuff. We're thinking out loud, man.
We here. Listen, we here. No, but
I want the world to feel me, though, fam. That's all. I just want them to feel me, bro, because life done got real, bro, and it's really real, fam.
100.
For me and for everybody else too, with a lot of things that's going on right now in our country, bro, with our kids, with our families, bro. We can't play with this, man. We can't play with this because the thing is, family, is we don't have enough time. They trying to wipe us out.
Oh, 100%.
They trying to wipe us out where there ain't no gray area no more. It's either you this or you that, or you gonna be underneath. So we have to really start taking this serious as far as the love, the village, the unity, amongst the other things that you mentioned. Otherwise, bro, we are going to get lost in the sauce for real, bro. They trying to push us over here and we ain't even paying attention.
I always say, make something shake because they out here shaking shit.
Bro, they shaking shit, family. And we stay too caught up in worldly things and not paying attention to what the universe is actually showing us, bro. And let me just say this real quick and we can keep it pushing, is that people don't take the pandemic serious, man. That was a time for us to truly build. We are not utilizing that moment, what it was supposed to be used for, in this moment right now, to be survivors, man. We not, bro. And that moment was for us to really come together, unite, organize, mobilize, so we can be stronger to come out of that. What we do as soon as the pandemic get over? We right back in the club trying to twerk, literally, with masks on our face.
Yeah, straight up.
The moment they open back the clubs or the bars, what we doing? So anyway, man, we gotta, my point I'm making is we gotta get serious, man, about our lives, our family, and the solution to the problem. Otherwise, we gonna be evaporated, bro.
Yeah.
We gonna be pushed out the way completely, fam. And people don't think that it's possible, but it's possible.
By the system that was designed. Come on.
Facts, bro. But yeah, anyway. Woo, yeah.
Listen, we could go forever.
Yeah, we could, man. We might need to do
so many different spaces.
Yeah.
We on a very similar wavelength, and I love that.
Yeah.
But the last question I love to ask is, it's a reflection moment. So what would you tell yourself 10 years from now? Everything that you've learned, all the spaces that you've grown as an individual, as a man, right? What would you tell Brandon 10 years ago?
Man, protect your mind.
Word.
Like, real talk, bro. I mean, I always been aware and awoke. Like I said, my pop sent me the autobiography of Malcolm X when I was 12. So I always had that level of consciousness as well. But of course, we know that gravity pulls us in many different directions. And most of those directions ain't the positive ones. But if I'd have protected my mind properly, I could have avoided. But then again, experience is the best teacher. So I don't regret too much. But I would say for the most part, man, is to protect your mind and be a nerd.
Yeah, that part.
Be a nerd. Hang with whatever the nerds is doing, bro.
Yeah.
Do what the nerds is doing,
Come on.
But again, that's all I'm gonna say about that, bro.
100.
Protect your mind and be a nerd.
100.
Be a square, bro. Like 100% square. Be everything that your pops wanted you to be back then. And that's what I would probably tell myself, man. Yeah, listen now, not later. You feel me?
I love that.
Yeah.
Man, well, listen, D, this has been a pleasure, bro.
Yeah, I know,
right,
man. It definitely has. I appreciate you too, sir. Allow me to think out loud.
Yeah.
People might watch this and be like, man, boy, he was going. But we thinking out loud. So
it's a conversation.
Yeah.
And it's just a conversation. I think there's no harm in conversation, but there's healing in conversation.
Absolutely.
Right?
And that's
there's growth in conversation.
It's more of a therapy session for me too, man. I need the people to know certain things too. You know what I'm saying, at the same time. So I appreciate you, bro. Proud of you, fam, for creating a space like this for people to be able to vent, express themselves however they choose. I see you had a group of kids on here on one of your shows. I thought that was the dopest concept idea ever, bro.
Thank you.
Allowing them to use their voice because, you know, I talk about JDF and what I do there, man, but even that, what you do with them kids, bro, that's that needs to be done too. Let them use their voice, man. You know, every great movement was started with young people.
Come on.
Civil rights movement, the Black Panther movement, the gang banging. You know, the first Crips and Bloods was 15 and 16 years old. So every movement started with young people, man. So we gotta be more intentional about allowing them to use their voice, though, man. Let them talk. You know what I'm saying? We gotta quit doing that where we want to be this and shut up, man. You don't know what you're talking about. No, they know what they talking about. Let them talk, man. Put that battery in their back and wind them up and let them just go. It's time for us to sit back just a little bit. Of course, guide. We want to guide them and protect them, but at the let these kids use their voice, man, because they the ones gonna solve the problems.
Because we're trying to create solutions for problems that we won't even be here to see resolved.
At all.
Right? Versus, like you mentioned, let's guide them, let's protect them, let's give them the space.
Right.
To create.
To create and think, man.
To be bold.
Absolutely.
Come on, man.
And save the ones come up under them, man. But chill. Yeah, Sam.
Come on.
I appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you and I love you, bro.
Love you too, fam.
This has been a great conversation. It's been thinking out loud with Senior David and Brick D. I tell you, bro, I'm confident, I'm hopeful, and I'm prayerful that everything that God has for you continues to meet you halfway.
Thank you, fam.
Right.
And real quick, too.
Yes.
We got Build and Rebuild.
Yeah.
The Education and Family Center. We rolling out a lot of good projects right now, man. All in-house, from tutoring to financial literacy to culinary arts, man, to AI. That we're gonna be rolling out here in the next few weeks. So make sure that y'all stay on the lookout for that. Protect Your Mind LLC is still a brand, so log on to protectyourmindllc.com. Also, we got a new book that we're working on right now too, man. This is gonna be a real special one I'm working on right now, man. So it's gonna take some time though, because I gotta make sure this is perfect. But we got a new book we coming out here soon. And this is just a few things I want to make people aware of. I won't be working on in the future, man.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. No, and it's all yours.
Yeah,
it's all yours, bro.
And I'm good. I'm gonna shut up now.
No, you.
I'm gonna quit thinking out loud now, because I be thinking, fam.
Listen, and it's important. It's important to think.
Yeah,
it's more important to execute. But man, I appreciate you and I love you.
Yeah, real talk.
We're gonna continue this conversation.
Yeah,
you already know the vibe. When we first talked, I was like, oh yeah, we gonna lock
it's on from here. It's on from now, bro. It's on from now, family.
That part.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As I said, it's been Thinking Out Loud with Samuel David with my special guest, Mr. Brandon Polite. And we out.
Look both ways when you cross that street. Dot your I's and cross your T's. Measure twice, but cut once. Love life, live it up, bruh. Dream is good, do the work too. There ain't nothing you can't work through, and there ain't nothing I can't handle. There ain't nothing I can't handle. I look to the sky, and I thank God that I'm alive. I look to my wife, and I thank God she by my side. I've been through a lot, but I survived. It weighs on my heart from time to time, but there ain't nothing I can't handle.